Yo, what is good, y'all? Welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we're back with more Ace Attorney Investigations collection. We're on case number 3, part number 12, and if you remember from the last time, we uncovered a couple of secrets. So number 1 being that Colin Deveray actually had a daughter, which we kind of knew already, right? The note already mentioned he had a wife and a daughter. However, she was a little bit closer than we actually could have ever imagined. So Lollipops, or Lauren Pops, however you want to call her, she basically is Colin Deveray's daughter, but she supposedly doesn't know that. She didn't realize that, and she keeps saying she doesn't know it, so I'm led to believe her, at least for now. So now this kind of points to how all these pieces kind of come together, because supposedly the kidnapped son keeps saying that Colin was the one who turned on them. But why would he turn on his own daughter? Especially if he kind of already knew, because a man ain't gonna forget her daughter, or his daughter. Trust me. Like, there's just no way. I just don't believe it. But hey, I could be wrong, but ladies and gentlemen, I'm ready to jump into this if you are, so let's go ahead and dive in. This is Ace Attorney Investigations Collection, case number 3, part number 12. Let's get into it. Here we are! Kidnap, turnabout, confrontation, ladder. Why did it just do that? Hello? Okay. Looks like we're back at the main gate. March 13th, 4:27 p.m. Gatewater Land main gate. If I can't get permission to investigate this crime scene, then the truth will be lost. Hold it! Hold it! Hold it! Okay. Mr. Edgeworth, what are you doing spacing out? Have you forgotten? There's only one thing you should do at a time like this. And what is that? When the people are all in a bind, the hero of justice appears to save the day. Look, you just leave it to me, for I am K. Faraday, the second of the great Yatagarasu. But I thought you were a thief, not a hero. The Yatagarasu is noble and is always a thief of justice. That's, of course. If we have enough information, I can recreate the inside of the haunted house with this. Plus, if we then factor in everyone's testimony, you can recreate exactly what happened when I dropped off the ransom money. You may be able to figure out some new information through this. It's worth a try. Agent Lang. Ah, so you want to use your little toy? Be my guest. Okay, hang on. You're all about to witness the true power of a real modern-day Robin Hood. Detective Gumshoe, is there a copy of the haunted house's blueprint among the police reference documents? Yes, sir. We got it just in case we needed it for the kidnapping case. All right, I'll input the haunted house data then. Okay, W.K. Faraday. W.K. Faraday. What is this? Where are we? It's like we're inside the haunted house. Even if we can't inspect the real location itself, the path to the truth slumbers here. If I can successfully navigate my way using logic, I'll ultimately arrive at the truth. Now then, I'm ready to investigate the crime scene. Okay, y'all, this is the final countdown. Okay, what should I recreate first? If you haven't figured it out yet? Maybe I have, maybe I haven't. But I'm gonna make you do all the hard work. Are you serious? Very well, I'd like to inspect the moment in which I was ambushed by the abductor. The two of them were definitely in this place at that time. If I can verify that, it may provide me with a new lead. So, I had just come out of the hallway, or into the hallway after leaving the money inside the dining room. At that time, I saw a badger slumped over on the floor at the end of the hall. What was the badger doing all the way down there? I also thought it was strange. However, I thought that maybe it was simply a mannequin that was set there for atmosphere. Do you know which badger it was? No, it was too dark to tell. All I saw was its silhouette. In that case, I guess I'll just program a badger silhouette in for now. Okay, programming complete. Did we see it? I think it was the one without eyes. It was one with no eyes. But Edgeworth doesn't know that because bro is turned around. Then, I started walking towards the exit. And that's when you were struck from behind, right? Yes. But that's odd. The hallway is a dead end. Where did your assailant come from? There's only one location I can think of. I believe my assailant was lying in wait here. Wait, what? So wait. Then I started walking, so I guess I'll program a badger silhouette, so the badger's in the back, Edgeworth right here, and then assailant. Oh wait, where did your assailant come from? Okay, so it must be the dining room. Or wait, yeah. So either the dining room or here. Oh my gosh, how did I not get extra health? So I'm assuming it had to be here, because I was standing at the dining room. No way bro could have came from here.
Take that!
That doll I saw wasn't really a doll. It was in fact a costume kidnapper. Oh, so we used the costume as the perfect camouflage to blend in with the rest of the house. Precisely. He waited until I had made the drop-off and was about to leave. Then, just as he saw me take a step towards the exit, he stood and launched his attack. I could think of no better hiding place than this. Hey, not bad. I'm beginning to think I should steal this tactic for myself. Just don't do it. Don't use it to do anything criminal, Kay. Ooh. I mean, we knew this. We saw this happen in 4K. Bro looks like a Chow from, yeah, a Chow from, whatchamacallit, from Sonic. Well, Lance? What are you asking me for? As one of the kidnappers, I figured I should give you the chance to confess first. I was one of the kidnappers, but I don't know anything. I did come up to the haunted house, but I never set foot inside. I left Oliver in charge of picking up the ransom money. He didn't set foot inside. Is he telling the truth, or is this another lie? Alright, then you're claiming that it was Mr. Deacon who assaulted me. Yes, I'm sure it was him. Okay, inputting the new info now. Mr. Deacon was the Bad Badger, right? Since the Bad Badger has a gun attached to his right hand, I'll have to change it so the weapon is in its left hand. Okay, so the whole thing is that, so Colin was right-handed. Now to verify the facts of this recreation. Okay, I already know right off rip that's gotta be wrong because hold on, because it doesn't make sense because examine his arm. So the weapon was you didn't recreate the weapon. Well, I can't exactly recreate something I don't know anything about. So tell me, what were you hit with? The attack came from behind, so I have no idea, but I doubt it was someone's bare hands. Okay, then where were you hit? I was hit on the right side of my head, just above my temple. Oh, just above his temple. So like right here, this area? Okay. There was a bit of blood, but it wasn't anything serious. Ow, sounds painful. Why are you smirking like that when you say it? It's just your imagination. Now let's see. I wonder if there's anything in the hallway that could have been used as a weapon. I'm looking for something the couple could have used to hit you with. Take that! Broken sword. I have it. There was indeed one such object laying here in this hallway. A prop sword. Are you talking about this thing here? Yes, although we did find it at the kidnapper's hideout. Wait, yes! It's possible that the culprit took it with him after using it on me. To leave no evidence behind, right? Correct. It may be worth more than, worth a more thorough examination yet. Okay, so what test do you want to run on the sword? Let's do a test with luminol for blood, because if they're wearing gloves, fingerprints ain't gonna appear. The culprit was wearing a costume at the time, so a fingerprint analysis is useless. Let's run a luminol test. It's possible that some of my blood was found in its way onto this. Agent Lang, may I ask for your cooperation in this matter? Like I have a choice. Shida! Call the lab boys! Understood. Okay, except for a dab on the left side, it would appear that the blade is spotless. So it must have been on the left side of the prop sword that hit you then, right? Okay, so culprit hit me in the right temple area with this. Okay, I'll update the recreation with this new piece of info. Nice. Okay, this investigation is going along quite smoothly. So we have a sword here. I'm gonna rest up inspected every nook and cranny. So let's... And in the next instant, this badger will swing his left arm, complete with a weapon in hand. Yes, to club me on the left with the left side of the prop sword. Shall I recreate the moment of impact? I want to see the pain expression on your face. Okay, what are you on? It's just fine the way it is. Wait, maybe not. Is it just my imagination or is something not quite right? Yeah, we already got this. We already got this in the bag. So, I'm assuming it's got to do with his real name and history. Eureka! According to this document, the victim was right-handed. I guess I should change which hand is holding the weapon then. But you can't. Hold on, you two. You didn't think I was gonna ignore something like that, did you? What are you talking about? Look, no one interrupting when I'm about to have a little fun. Even if you changed your recreation, you'd only be wasting your time. It's not possible for that thing to hold something in its right hand, you know. But Mr. Edgeworth's logic is... What's that thing called? The Bad Badger? Just take another good look at its right... That's what I'm saying, bro. Listen while I cook. Oh, I forgot the weapon is in its right hand because there's already a gun in it. Precisely. You knew that already. Yes, and I also know that the badger was holding the weapon in his right hand. Nah, are you aware of what's coming out of your mouth? You just contradicted yourself. I have evidence, of course, proof that the culprit held his sword in his right hand. Sounds interesting. Alright, then show me this evidence. This piece of evidence proves that the culprit held the weapon in his right hand when he struck. Do they want me to present the gun? Stolen from guard, yeah. Because it's not going to be that twice. It has to be the gun. It was ripped from the Badger costume. Capable of firing blanks. Worn at the time of shooting, that was another piece of evidence. Separates body and the head was left in the... Okay, yeah, so I'm thinking... Oh, wait, hold on. Let's look at this real quick. Indicate loss of blood from a gunshot wound, entry point, lower shoulder, abdomen. The lack of blood around the body is just the victim was killed elsewhere and then moved, which implies there would be... Okay, yeah, so... I'm gonna assume it's gotta be the gun.
Take that!
I'd like you to point to this piece of evidence. Okay. So it's wrong. Okay, but how? Do they want me to present the note again? I mean, I can.
Take that!
No? Okay. Hey, we'll just restart. It's okay. Okay, we get it. We get it, bro. The failure is okay. Okay, yep. Now. I say we let the courts resolve the rest. Okay, it's fine. I'll leave it to Phoenix then, I guess. A few days later, Lance was acquitted of all charges due to the lack of evidence. Looks like Phoenix wasn't handling the case. Thus, the truth was lost for all eternity. It was not. I cannot believe. Retry that. Retry that current scene. Okay. Hit me in the right temple area. Oh, they just want me to align the temple with the hand, or with the way he held it. Okay, that's fine. Minor blip, minor slip up. The answer is in the weapon itself. Except for the bit on the left side, the prop sword is absolutely spotless. However, if the culprit had used his left hand, the blood would be on the opposite side. But the replica Badger isn't holding the sword in his right hand. I don't know what's going on anymore. Giving up already. It's simple. If he can't hold the sword in his left or right hand, then the one who struck me could not have been the Badger. Are you paying attention, Lance? Mr. Deacon could not have been the one who struck me, which leaves only you as our primary suspect. Fine, it was me, I hit you! It appears that you lied to me yet again. But see how quickly they catch up to you, Lance? Wait, isn't Lance left-handed? Ah, yes, but that's what makes this deception all the more interesting. He used his right hand to make it look like Mr. Deacon had been the one to strike me. For you see, firing a gun with one's non-dominant hand is difficult, but that level of dexterity isn't required to swing a prop sword. Okay, please input this new data. The one who hit me from behind was Lance. Or should I say, the Proto-Badger. Nice! Yeah, we cooking him. We cooking Lance. You got it! Here I go! Okay, so we have the Proto-Badger being the one who hit him? Nice. It just made the scene 10 times creepier. Now we have a faithful recreation of the situation around the attack on me. Alright, all we have to do is examine this new recreation and... Oh my gosh. And what exactly is so funny, Agent Lang? That amusing little gadget that sure packs a punch, right, Sheena? Yes, it was all I could do to hold my laughter in. Hey, don't make fun of little thief, you mean old werewolf? He and Mr. Edgeworth to bring out the best in each other. You've had your little fun, but now it's my turn. I've sat quietly by, listening. But the cruel conclusions you two keep spewing, but don't whet this wolf's appetite. There's no guarantee that your toy will always show the real situation at any given time. All it displays is whatever information you put in there, right? Well, when you put it that way, your suppositions are wrong. It's not your fault, so I'm going to let you in on this. There is a trick to this haunted house. And what may that be exactly? A trick beyond what your tiny imaginations can produce. Sheena! Here you are. Now then, what you missed, girlie, is written right here in this pamphlet. The 7 Wonders of the Haunted House, the Disappearing Badger. What? What is this? I'd say that someone around here is fond of theatrics. And as you can see, they set a doll down at the end of this hallway for that purpose. Basically, the blue badger you saw was just a stupid doll. Map and explanation of park attractions? How can this be? Guess that throws your whole theory about it being your attacker right out the window. But that can't be right. Maybe the culprit hit the doll somewhere, and then he laid down and pretended to be it instead. If the criminal couldn't even hide himself in the hallway, how could he hide a giant doll? Do you get it now? Thanks to your presumptions, your logic started off weak and led you to the completely wrong conclusion. Now get off your high horse. Mr. Edgeworth. Kay, I wonder if you could please input the new information for me. You don't know when to quit, do you? I can't quit, not until I can declare that what I found is the truth. Agent Lang, for the additional information, you have my thanks. There you go again. We'll see if I care. Okay, I'm updating the recreation now. Okay, so what? How is this gonna look in the recreation thing? How is it gonna possibly look? Okay, so... Oh, what they're saying is that it's a part of the attraction, so it couldn't have been it. Doesn't change anything, though. That looks really weird. Look at how it changes from the blue badger into the proto badger all of a sudden. If the slumped over badger was just a doll, where was my attacker hiding? Well, that's what we're gonna find out, right? So come on, Mr. Edgeworth, let's go. Yes, let's. This recreation can't be right, which means there must be a contradiction somewhere. Okay, so let's start with this. It's the proto badger who struck me. I suppose I should really say that it is Lance. Oh, are you gonna get him back? I need not to resort to violence when the lawsuit I plan to bring to court will suffice. Really? Because I would totally abduct him right back. If someone steals from me, I steal something from them. If I get hit, I hit him back. If I get paid, I return the money. That's the secret of how a great thief works. Her third statement doesn't seem to be much benefit to her survival. Like what? Okay, mirror. When you take a look around, it almost feels more like a house of mirrors. Indeed. Who has ever heard of this many mirrors inside of a haunted house before? Well, at least we know this is the real crime scene thanks to the mirror shards. Okay, so like a mirror house haunted. So like a mirror house, haunted house hybrid. This place is full of mirrors. Okay. Hey, wait, these shards. There's something different about them. Oh? The ones we found earlier are thicker than the shards from these mirrors on this wall. And look, there's some sort of design on the back too. The pieces from that costume are certainly different from the other mirrors. What does this mean? Different from the mirrors on the wall is very thick and has a design on the back. Okay. Let's talk to him. This is where the proto badger shows up in our recreation. Yes, now the question is, where did he come from? Yeah, but there's no place to hide in our current model. There must be an inconsistency somewhere. Okay. Wait, what else is there? Oh, suit of armor. Pieces of a set of armor in a pile here. Why do you think they almost always have sets of armor inside a haunted house? I suppose this sort of interior design is meant to bring out a sense of the abnormality. Why do all your explanations have to be so hard to understand, Mr. Edgeworth? Now try to explain it again, but this time so that even a thief like me can get it. That may prove to be a most difficult task. Okay. So, some more mirrors. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Okay. So let's inspect the suit. We're not going to deduce anything yet. This blue badger is just a doll for using this in the haunted house. I bet the one who killed this blue badger was the bad badger, right? According to the Blue Badger Bible, it says they are each other's worst enemy. All because one's an ally of justice and the other's a vile criminal with a gun. Perhaps they were just destined to battle each other, much like the Steel Samurai and the Evil Magistrate. Bro's a fan. Bro's a fan of that. I respect Edgeworth, me too. Me and Edgeworth are alike. You see, we don't just like, you know what I mean? We don't just connect on the intellectual level, we connect on the, you know, entertainment level. Bro's locked in. I can respect it. Suit of armor. Don't know if I need to talk to anybody. Oh, myself. Let me look at myself. It's a replica of myself. You were totally oblivious to what was behind you, huh? Yes, I suppose I am also to blame for what happened to me. It was incredibly dark, which was all the more reason I should have been more alert. I vowed to never to be caught by surprise again. We'll see about that, bro. There's still a lot of games left. I mean, hey. You can't guarantee that. Alright, let's see if we can put some stuff together. We cannot. So let's try talking. Miss Pops, by my hand I will prove your innocence in the murder of Mr. Deacon. Therefore, please don't fret. It will soon be over. Do you not trust me? Oh wait, why am I streaming in Smash? Hold on, I'm sorry. Hold on, I gotta change that. Like, what am I doing? That is... Your face is all beet red, Miss Pops. No, I can't. I have Lance. Lolly. Lolly, don't tell me that you like that guy more than me. That's... Oh, why am I so pathetic? I'm so easily swayed by even a single glance. What exactly is she going on about? I think you have another guilty person on your hands, Mr. Edgeworth. Okay. This conversation started going nowhere fast. I need some help. Anybody care to help me figure this? Wait, hold on. We gotta deduce something from this. Remember, he said we have to inspect every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. So there's gotta be something in our evidence here that we're missing. So, wait a minute. Go back to this. Okay, so they're saying, so ally of justice keeps the peace, vile criminal with a gun, Gatewaterland is full of mystery, see what you can find, evidence of the 7 wonders in the haunted house, the disappearing badger, seeing is believing, but there's another page. Oh no, it's just a pamphlet. Badger mobile. Okay, so now this is the haunted house, so I guess that's not really a contradiction. Let's see this. Take a picture of every member of the Badger family to receive a prize. There's only one of each of the 4 family members wandering throughout the park. Best of luck. Wandering throughout the park. This could be it because this is supposed to be a thing that's happening ongoing. So maybe they're supposed to be wandering, but I don't know. Blue Badger, Lauren Pops, Proto Badger, Lance Amano, Bad Badger, Oliver Deacon. So okay, that's another thing too. If Lauren was supposedly, they're saying Lauren was in the costume, or that it was just a doll. So never mind, that doesn't contradict anything yet. Was ripped from the Bad Badger costume, is capable of firing blanks. More than the time of shooting, gunpowder burn is proof he was shot from point blank. In for the mirrors in the walls, very thick and has a design on the back. Oliver Deacon's real name and history, gun, yeah. I don't know. So far, one at the time of shooting, ripped from the thing, culminating in the right temple area. Bullet into his abdomen is something else. Badger with a gun. House with keeps the peace. The only thing I can think of right here is the stolen costume. We have it already mapped out as to who is who. They're saying that that doll... They're saying that the doll itself is... I'm not following. They're saying that this doll right here... So they're saying this couldn't have been right. Right? They're trying to disprove that. And they're saying that instead, it would have been this badger down here. Who is... How would this even make sense? I'm not saying this doesn't make sense because it obviously doesn't. I'm trying to figure out how they want me to find the contradiction here. Because the contradiction itself doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me. Like, trying to find a contradiction doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Unless I'm just missing something. We already looked at the suit of armor. We've already talked to a few people. Like, the only thing I can think of is... So we have one piece of evidence here. One thing I can think of is that there's got to be something we can use to deduce that. Only one of each badger in the park. Try to get the whole badger family. There's a photo rally. We could try the photo rally. Or actually, let's inspect this again and see. Let's try the photo rally. Is this spot located or related to any part of the evidence that I hold? Ally who keeps the peace. Bad Badger's head. Costumes separate into head and body. This head was left in the isolation room. I mean, the photo rally is compelling because of the fact that we have that whole event going on. Why would it be just in the haunted house? Then we have the Blue Badger's Lauren Pops. Why would Lauren... Honestly, let's try this. Okay. Maybe not. Let's guess again on the photo rally. I don't know what could be the problem here. Hold on a second here. Ah, there's something wrong with this Blue Badger. Huh? Like what? The way the belt is on him is opposite of how it should be. Did you make a mistake? Oh. This can't be. I inputted the image data exactly as is in the pamphlet. So then why is Blue Badger dressed up in reverse? Okay, I see. How did I miss that? Okay. The Blue Badger in the pamphlet photo is in reverse to the regular Blue Badger. I don't get this. But why? There must be some sort of explanation, like maybe they dress him up sloppily? Heads on backwards? I don't know. Because, oh, the mirror shards. Because, it's dark and he was dressing up. And it caused him to put the thing on backwards? Okay. Interesting. Okay, do you remember what you said earlier? What I said earlier about what? About how this building might as well have been a house of mirrors. A house of mirrors? Oh, that would explain the reverse or mirror image. Yes, this blue badger might be nothing more than the reflected image of a real one. Then was the blue badger you saw just a reflection? When I looked up and down this hall, I thought it was perfectly straight. However, if there was a mirror... Oh! Oh, then it would actually form an L shape, right? Precisely. I was deceived. The hallway was almost pitch black. And there was a beam in the hallway that obstructed my view of the other hallway. Wait, but why build this place like that? It sounds pretty pointless to me. Okay, this house is just another attraction at an amusement park. They created a mirror wall for a very specific purpose, one I can point out to you. This is the reason why they built the mirror wall. For the Disappearing Badger Act.
Take that!
As it's written in the pamphlet, the main draw of this attraction is the mystery of the disappearing badger. You mean they built the mirror for that trick alone? But you said you saw the badger, so it was definitely still there. That was true at the time, however. Doing this allows someone to make the blue badger disappear in a flash. Wait, doing this allows someone to move the blue badger, dim the lamps. Or move the mirror wall. Dim the lamps. All they have to do is dim the lamps. So that's how it's done. If it was completely dark in here, then you wouldn't be able to see the badger anymore. Yeah. Wait, hold on. That's completely pointless. You wouldn't be able to see anything at all. Not even where you're going. Is that necessarily a bad thing? Well, it is if it negates the point of the attraction. I better rethink that. Oh, okay. Move the mirror wall. To remove the reflected image, simply move the mirror. First, the mirror was constructed so that it would be moved. Okay. Then beyond where the mirror was, an empty hallway had to be created. What? Oh, so when they wanted people to see the blue badger, they would open the mirror. Oh, okay. And then when they wanted to hide it, they simply had to close it again. This explains why the other side of these fragments have a design on them. Ah, and if the pattern is the same as the other walls in this hallway, then when the mirror is closed, it would blend in with the rest of the walls. This is the mirror trick that this haunted house employs. And this also proves the existence of a hiding place for the culprits. Huh? How so? Think about it, Kay. There was a place that was outside of my field of vision. The culprit kept out of sight by hiding here. Right here, right? Or, oh, here. It's either here or there. I'm gonna assume here.
Take that!
I'm not sure. Okay. It's this side here.
Take that!
There was a very large blind spot. One I could not. I think where I'm having trouble is understanding where the mirror part comes in. Because I bet they're saying the badger was here. So I guess what they're saying is that the mirror being here, you could see it, and then they would move it out of the way. But then, didn't I literally... Or they're saying what I saw was the reflected badger, but when you move the wall, nothing's there. So that's how the disappearing trick works. This just feels like another layer, though. If my assailant hit on the other side of the movable mirror, then you wouldn't be able to see... Okay, so they're saying the badger was here the whole time. The assailant was behind the mirror. He didn't even need to do anything, the blue badger doll. Exactly, all he had to do was wait for me on the other side of the mirror. Wait, hold on, I just thought of something. Yes? Well, shouldn't the mirror wall be broken right now in reality? Since we have a few shards of it, we can probably assume it has. Or it was. Yes, most definitely is broken. The question is, when was it broken? Since we found these inside the victim's costume, that would mean that the victim was there when the mirror was broken. Wait, that sound. Leave the money and go now. Okay. And then, yeah, this is where I heard the mirror break. That sound I heard was most definitely the sound of a mirror breaking. Okay, I'd like you to input some new information. Ah, don't scare me like that. Sorry, but I need you to recreate something for me. Sure, whatever you need. So what do you need anyway? If you could first recreate this hallway just before I enter the dining room. You got it! Okay, so... Okay, so this is the secret. Now this, I believe this is how it was right before I entered the dining room. Although at the time I thought it was but a single straight hallway. Okay. And then I went inside. It was around then that I heard the sound of a mirror shattering. You heard what? Then? Yes, I believe it was then that the mirror was broken. Okay, so then when you stepped outside into the hallway again, the mirror wall should no longer exist. Okay, please recreate that. Got it! Okay. So now that there's new evidence, what is it gonna show us? That guy was just sitting here watching me, like, do all this. Wait, but with the mirror gone, the culprit lost his hiding spot. So where did he go with his Proto-Badger suit, Mr. Edgeworth? That's easy enough. With the mirror gone, he simply hid himself in the branch hallway. Okay, so there was always a branch hallway. The mirror was just showing that the blue badger was there and then disappear and then leaving and like disappearing, whatever. I think this about wraps it up. Looks like we finally solved everything. No, not yet. An even larger contradiction has now reared its head. What? Huh? Perhaps you did not notice, but this recreation contains a very troubling inconsistency. The inconsistency what I saw in the recreation lies, dog. I'm assuming the assailant, because why would he see the assailant back here? He would have seen it here. Here? Huh? Are you sure that contradicts what you saw? Oh wait, no, I see what it is. Stop, go back. I messed up. I'm assuming it has something to do with the blue badger in the hallway. The second form seems to be in the recreation. There's something that was there on site that isn't in the recreation, and that would be the blue badger.
Take that!
Okay, take a good look at the end of the hall. I messed up on that one. I'll take full ownership over that. I'm not gonna lie, I was just jumping the gun. Oh, there's no blue badger there. Exactly, the blue badger that I saw in reality is not here. This is the final point on this long chain of logic, the last remaining contradiction. Ooh. Okay. Let him cook. So, let me get this straight. When you came out of the dining room, you saw a badger, right? And that is precisely where the contradiction lies. Something that shouldn't exist was there before me. Who or what do you suppose it was? I believe this is the real identity of our mystery badger. Lance. Oh, wait. Oh, is Lance in the dead body? Or
Take that!
the badger I saw was in actuality the dead victim's body. What? Agent Lang, the entirety of my complete logic is my final decisive piece of evidence. The murder happened in the hallway of the haunted house at the time of the drop-off, and you can consider the moment I heard the mirror breaking to be the real time of death for Mr. Deacon. No! Oh, okay, I see him cook. Let him cook. Maybe it was due to their fighting, or perhaps it was the life-shattering bullet, but no matter what the cause was, the hallway mirror wall was broken. Not so fast! Ha! You weren't in the house at that time, right? Are you telling me that you missed the sound of a gunshot? There was a variety of sound effects playing at the time, all for theatrics, I presume. The gunshot must have blended right in. Ah, yeah! Now then, I'd like you to recall something for me. Who was it that was with the victim at the haunted house? Who was the one who had the opportunity to rob the victim of his gun and use it on him? It was you, Lance Amano. Okay, bro's angry. Bro busted out the cuffs. Yep. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You don't cry now, bro. You did what's done is done. What's done is done. It's not like I had a choice. Oliver turned on me all of a sudden. He snapped and turned violent right after I hung up with you. He shoved me to the ground and straddled me. I fought back as hard as I could, grabbed his gun, and I shot him. The bullet must have went through his body and shattered the mirror. If I hadn't taken his gun and shot him first, I would have been the one you found. He's a hardened criminal. He escaped from jail. See, that's justified self-defense. My boy was only trying to protect himself. That remains to be seen, and will have to be resolved in court. Agent Lang, I leave the rest to you. As if you were the one in charge around here. Guys, arrest these two and get them out of my sight. Dang, even... Wait, I had nothing to do with the murder. The only person you should be arresting is Lance. Dad? Like, bro, shut up. Sorry, but you're not slipping away that easily, Mr. Ernest Amano. You tampered with the evidence so that you could cover for your son. What a great dad you are, willing to risk it all. Truly touching. By the way, do you know why I'm really here? And how could I possibly know the answer to such an asinine question? You wound me. I came all this way from across the sea just to see you, you know? You came to see me? What's that supposed to mean? I have a few things to ask you, Mr. Amano, about a case from 10 years ago. A case from 10 years ago? Oh, what's the name that you use here for that case? Sheena! It's known as the KG8 incident. Oh boy, here we go. More letter dash number cases. Oh. The KG8 incident. Ah, so you remember it. Good. Then you'll recall that the trigger in that case was the Amano Group scandal. Specifically, the charge of such of an internal smuggling ring. Smuggling? There's that word again. At the time, the person that was arrested as the ringleader was Mr. Amano's very own secretary, Mr. Colin Deveray. Ah, father! Even though you pushed the crime onto your then secretary, Mr. Deveray, I always suspected that you were involved with the smuggling ring, Mr. Amano. Mr. Deveray was arrested in place of you, which is why, when he broke out, you hid him from the police, right? You hid him in exchange for his silence on your little dirty secret. Now. Please calm down. I honestly have no idea what you're talking about. Pretend to be ignorant all you want. We're taking you down to the precinct anyway for a nice long chat. Hold it. Who's holding it? What? What the? Who the heck was that? Who is that? Oh my gosh, it's bro again. I'll take him down to the precinct if you don't mind. And who the heck are you? I'm Jacques Portman, and I'm prosecutor in charge of this case. Oh, Jacques, thank goodness you're here. Don't jerk me around. This is an Interpol case, so keep your paws off my suspect. Sorry, but I can't comply. I've got the backing of the prosecutor's office. See, in this country, we prosecutors work with the police to bring cases to court. So if you could please cooperate with me here, that'd be great. Now, how about a handshake to seal the deal? Sorry, but I hate prosecutors, the whole lot of you. There he goes again. Dang. Alright. Guys, arrest these two suspects. Sir! Whoa. Okay. No, I almost forgot. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth, is it? I'd like to thank you. Thank me? Yeah, for working so hard to fulfill my goal. Huh? Hey, is that any way to thank someone? And what the heck is that supposed to mean? You were so relentless with Lance that you forced Ernest to tamper with the evidence. Thanks to that, I finally had a legitimate reason to arrest him. So, how does it feel to bite the hand that feeds you? The hand that feeds me? I'm not sure I follow. It's no use pretending with me. You're the one, right? You're the corrupt prosecutor that's working for Mr. Amano in the smuggling ring, right? No, I would never do such a thing. What the heck? Arenta's never wrong. And your prosecutor's office is definitely so I'm working with the ring. So Agent Lang suspected my relation to Mr. Amano. That must be the real reason behind his antagonistic attitude. On top of that, you meant it was Manfred von Karma, right? Huh. Ooh, he about to dig up the past. Hold on. Hold up. There were non-stop rumors flying around about forged evidence with that guy. You're not twisting the truth behind those closed courtroom doors too, are you? The courtroom is a place where the truth is revealed. Well, don't worry. It's not only you. The whole lot of you can't be trusted. The prosecutor has never lost in 40 years. Every defendant must be found guilty. Fueled by that kind of thinking, is it any wonder that courts produce nothing but falsities and lies? Alright, that's rich coming from you, bro. You came in here wanting to just throw people into handcuffs and toss them into custody. So that's how I know that you just like ego. It would seem that his disdain extends beyond just me. Prosecutors, the courts. Why is this man so angry with us at all? Rest assured, the next time we meet, I won't be so forgiving. Dang, that kind of, I'm not gonna lie, that kind of went hard. So don't you forget it. Please, wait. Agent Sheena. Why does Agent Lang hate all prosecutors so? Lang is the head of the long-honored House of Lang and Zhangfa. The heads of all police-related divisions in that country were of Lang blood. Were? What do you mean by that? Aren't they still? They were revered, but that was long ago. They don't hold that sort of sway anymore. Wait, there's a long-honored House of Lang. Heads of all police-related divisions in that country were of Lang blood. Ooh, okay. And it was all because of the courts. How can that be? A prosecutor once withheld and tampered with the evidence one of the Lang detectives found. That evidence purity was tarnished and cost the Lang family its honor and trust. But not all prosecutors are like that. Even so, Lang will never respect the court again, or any prosecutor. Yo, he gonna have to respect me. I got the ore to prove that I deserve the respect. So Agent Lang is a man who hates all courts and is unwilling to forgive prosecutors. Man, what a piece of work that guy is. Come on, Jim. We better catch up. Yeah. We've still got to deliver that thing to the old man after all. This guy, I don't like him. He's the one tampering with evidence. He's gotta be. He was already caught red-handed doing some weird stuff. Detective Gumshoe, I believe it's time we wrapped up and headed out ourselves. Yeah, are you going home, Mr. Edgeworth? No, I've done nothing but be entangled in one mess after another since my return. If it's alright with you, can you drop me off in my office? No problem, sir. Excuse me. Yes, what is it? Thank you very much. Oh, it's okay. No need to thank me, pal. Just doing my job as the detective. I guess I was fooled pretty badly by Lance. Oh, cruel fate. What's a woman to do when she's been hurt by the one she loves? And to think I never realized my father right there. Or was right there. I never said anything to him. I knew it. I'm a failure. There she goes again, talking to herself. Miss Pops, I wonder if you know why your father participated in the kidnapping? No, I have no idea. Your father died while he was trying to stop Lance, which means that from the beginning he had no interest in the staged self-abduction. Wait, then why did he... I believe it was because of your presence, Miss Pops. Me? Lance realized that the two of you were that you were related, which is why he used you as a hostage to coerce Mr. Devray into cooperating. Father! As a felon, he could not tell you of his real relation to you. However, as the Amano family butler, at the very least he was able to watch over you. It was all he could do, but that was the shape of his overflowing love for you. What? Go on, speak your mind. That is... Thank you very much. You're welcome, although there is no need to thank me. No, Lauren, stop. I mean, this man's so much older than you. This girl's got problems. Very much so. Did she stop with the final look back? Looks like you've completely stolen her away, Mr. Edgeworth. Way to go, sir. Your technique is way beyond the level of a great thief. What are you going on about now? Wow, your deduction skills may be sound, but you have no street smarts. That's Mr. Edgeworth for you. Yeah, I mean, he still hasn't figured out who I am at all. If you haven't remembered all this time, I guess I'm just going to have to say it. This isn't the first time we've met, you know. What? What do you mean, pal? Mr. Edgeworth, how do you know this girl? Looks like you totally forgot me too, Gummy. Gummy? Gummy? Who? Here, maybe this will jog your memories. I promise I'll return this to you one day, remember? That single piece of cloth took me back, far into my past. To that fateful day 7 years ago when I first met the then child Kay. And Detective Gumshoe. Okay, so we don't know, we the player do not know who she is. But Edgeworth and Gumshoe know. Okay, so, okay. Honestly, that was a really good episode. I did like it. The end kind of dragged on, I'm not gonna lie. The whole mirrors and house of, you know, that, the dragging on of that. Not my favorite, like, twist of, you know, in cases and stuff like that, but it was still fun. You know what I mean? To finally get to the bottom of it. I am ready for the next case. I'm interested to see the origins of Kay and how she met Gumshoe and, you know, Edgeworth in the past. But other than that, not much else to say. There does seem to be this whole smuggling ring they keep dangling above our heads, or something from the past they keep dangling above our heads. It's really, it gives DL6, if you get what I'm feeling. It gives DL6, you know, from like the original trilogy and stuff like that, as well as like the other games where they kind of connect things, cases from the past to the present. But yeah, we'll just have to see next time what that looks like. But in the meantime, between time, thank y'all again so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy the episode. If you did, please make sure to hit that like and that subscribe button if you are new. Also, if you would like to, there is a link in the Discord as well. If you want to join up, you can get notified there of any videos that we post, or if you have any kind of you know, desire to see live post notifications go up, then feel free to join the Discord. If not, you hit that alert bell notification that is on YouTube itself, and you'll get notified on any device that you have YouTube installed, you know, on a computer, phone, whatever. But of course, if you don't want to like join the Discord or anything like that, you want to have discussions there, you can leave a comment in the comment section below letting me know what you thought about this case, what you were excited about, you know, judging from just based off of this case, right? Just try not to spoil, but you know, just based off of this case right here, what are you most excited for, you know, going forward? But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that'll do it for today's YouTube video. I will see you guys in the very next one. Peace, y'all.